How's it going, everybody? Alec from the Mat Martial Arts here, with my buddy David, and today we're going to go over 5 basic responses you can have to common attacks. Alright, so before we get started, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our buddies at Plop Cartoons out in California. They designed these cool new shirts for us. This is one variant with the different color schemes. We got a bunch coming out on our website, so if you're interested, hit us up in a message and we'll get you an order as soon as possible. Alright, so 5 basic responses to an attack. First one is pretty simple. We're not going to practice that one because it means do nothing. You're just getting hit. So we can take that one right off the bat and go into the next 4, which are to cover, to redirect, to stop, and to evade. Okay, so the first one to go through on the list of 4 that's left remaining on the responses is covers. Now, covers based off the idea that you knew you were about to be attacked, somehow you recognized it, so you're just trying to mitigate your losses. So the idea is, as David's going to throw a punch at me, what I want to do is make sure I cover my hands over my head to keep my chin tucked and shoulders up, with my body kind of vertical here so I can still absorb the impact. But instead of taking it head on, where all the shock goes through my spine and my neck, what I'm going to be doing is lifting an elbow as I rotate my hips, which gives it a little bit of a deflection, so I'm not absorbing all that impact in one straight shot. It doesn't matter if I'm taking it left to left, right to right, because I just want to get my arm up over my head and let the energy dissipate over my body so I don't take it head on. All right, so number 3 is a redirect or deflection. Now, from the covering position, I'm a little closer and tight, more red zone style technique as it's coming through. But if I had the opportunity to recognize that it was coming sooner than this, then I can redirect that energy off to the side and not be covering quite as much. What I'm working off of is a more rotational movement, which creates a deflection off to the side of my body rather than absorbing it completely to the inside. And I can actually gain a little bit more distance working my hands or my arms to deflect, as opposed to letting it get to me. I'm moving it away from me. I can also create angles of opportunity. Slow it down a little bit so I can demonstrate the idea that as I come across the body, I can move to get away or move to counter of my choice. So the 4th piece is going to be moving into a position where you can either stop or you completely block that technique altogether. This is mostly going to be done from a big sweeping motion, such as a haymaker punch. So as this punch comes around, it's going to come around and knock me off to the side, so it's got a big angle from outside of my body. Therefore, I can actually see it and stop it before it gets to me. I can be striking with, simultaneous, or after I do this technique here, and then I can decide how to move him off to the side, or strike, take down, all of those different things. Okay, so the 5th piece is evasions. It's not being there to begin with. So whether it's I'm not near this danger at all and I never had to deal with it, or I am in danger but I had the ability time-wise to recognize something's coming and I can move, that's your evasion. You got your slipping motion, let it go right over past your shoulder. You got your weaving motion coming underneath. You got your draw or your fade as you come back. You got your footwork, you can move in and out. All of these movements are just trying not to be hit at all, and what you do to counter is up to you completely. So one of the things you might have noticed is that we changed the strike to come in when we were doing between the evasion and the block. Now the idea of a blocking motion is going to be more circular because you're stopping it from coming in. So as he throws that technique towards me, I'm stopping it at an angle that helps him or hurts him from having the power to come in at me. I had to crash in on him. A straight punch is a lot harder to read than it is a giant circular motion. So as he does a straight punch towards me, that motion coming in, I can't stop unless I was able to recognize it was coming at me way sooner than this position here. So it's going to have to be more from the very beginning, which is meaning I have some form of jamming to come in on him before you can get anywhere near that punch. If I have the ability to understand that, I also have the ability to understand that or any other movement where I don't have to get hit, and I made a conscious decision to attack the technique rather than avoid the technique. So there you have it, folks. 5 basic responses to common attacks. You may have noticed we only covered upper body, but it is transferable to lower body techniques as well. So don't feel like it's exclusive to one style attack or another. These things can work for upper body, lower body, punches, kicks, elbows, knees. All of those concepts are still the same. Ranges don't matter. It's what timeline that you have to work within and how you recognize things and what you want to do about that recognition. So give those a shot, try them out. We'd love to hear what you think. Leave your comments down below and let us know if you have anything else you want us to cover. We'd happy to put a video together. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys on the mats.